Decoding PSYOPs, a civilian's guide to understanding psychological operations. Ever wondered how governments and organizations try to influence your thoughts and actions? Dive into the world of psychological operations, PSYOPs, and learn how to recognize and navigate these subtle yet powerful tactics. This guide breaks down the complexities of PSYOPs, offering insights into their history, techniques, and ethical implications, empowering you to become a more informed and discerning citizen. Psychological operations, or PSYOPs, are planned activities using communication to influence the emotions, motives, objective reasoning, and ultimately the behavior of specific groups. These operations aim to create desired behaviors that support the objectives of the originator, often a military or government entity. Think of it as strategic communication, designed to shape perceptions and actions without resorting to physical force. PSYOPs leverage various tools, including leaflets, radio broadcasts, social media campaigns, and even carefully crafted narratives. The goal is to resonate with the target audience's cultural values, beliefs, and fears, triggering specific emotional and behavioral responses. Understanding these techniques is crucial for recognizing when you're being targeted by influence operations. These operations are not random acts. They are meticulously planned and executed, requiring a deep understanding of psychology, sociology, and communication strategies. They involve detailed target audience analysis, message development, and careful selection of communication channels to maximize impact. The effectiveness of PSYOPs hinges on their ability to tap into the underlying motivations and vulnerabilities of the target audience. The use of psychological tactics dates back centuries, with examples found in ancient warfare and political maneuvering. Alexander the Great, for instance, employed psychological strategies to demoralize his enemies and secure victories. However, modern PSYOPs emerged as a distinct field during the World Wars. During World War I, the American Expeditionary Forces established a propaganda subsection to disseminate leaflets and influence enemy morale. World War II saw the rise of sophisticated propaganda efforts, with the Office of War Information and the Office of Strategic Services playing key roles in shaping public opinion and undermining enemy resolve. These early efforts laid the foundation for the complex PSYOPs we see today. The Cold War era witnessed the expansion of PSYOPs, with the use of radio broadcasts like Radio Free Europe to counter communist ideology. Operations like Operation Moolah, which offered rewards for defecting pilots, demonstrated the strategic use of incentives to achieve political objectives. These historical examples highlight the evolving nature of PSYOPs and their enduring relevance in international relations. Throughout history, PSYOPs have been deployed in various conflicts and political situations, often with significant consequences. The Korean War saw the distribution of billions of leaflets aimed at persuading enemy troops to surrender. The Gulf War witnessed the effective use of leaflets and radio broadcasts to demoralize Iraqi forces. Operation Moolah during the Cold War offered substantial rewards to communist pilots who defected with their MiG-15 aircraft, showcasing the power of incentives in psychological warfare. In Panama, 1989, the Ma Bell mission led to the surrender of numerous enemy troops without U.S. casualties, demonstrating the effectiveness of targeted communication strategies. Even in post-conflict scenarios, PSYOPs have been used for positive purposes, such as the use of Superman comics in Bosnia-Herzegovina to educate children about landmine safety. These examples illustrate the diverse applications of PSYOPs and their potential impact on both military and civilian populations. While direct involvement in PSYOPs is typically restricted to military and government personnel, understanding these tactics is crucial for civilians. By developing media literacy skills, you can become more adept at recognizing influence attempts in political campaigns, corporate advertising, and social media misinformation. The Hunter Biden laptop story in 2020, for example, was alleged to be influenced by intelligence-related PSYOPs, highlighting how such tactics can infiltrate public discourse. Recognizing these attempts is the first step in resisting their influence and making informed decisions. Furthermore, understanding the principles of PSYOPs can be valuable in fields like marketing and public relations, where persuasion techniques are used to influence consumer behavior. However, it's essential to apply these principles ethically and legally, avoiding deception or manipulation without consent. The use of PSYOPs raises significant ethical concerns, particularly regarding manipulation, deception, and the potential for abuse. While persuasion is a legitimate tool in many contexts, the line between persuasion and manipulation can be blurry, especially when dealing with vulnerable populations. U.S. law prohibits targeting American citizens with PSYOPs, with exceptions for domestic disaster relief information. However, even in these cases, it's crucial to avoid manipulation and ensure that information is presented accurately and transparently. The American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, has investigated claims of illegal PSYOPs on U.S. Congress members, highlighting the need for strict oversight and accountability. The ethical debate surrounding PSYOPs centers on the tension between achieving strategic objectives and upholding democratic principles. While these tactics can be effective in saving lives and reducing conflict, their misuse can undermine trust, erode public discourse, and ultimately harm society. The concept of PSYOPs has permeated popular culture, often depicted in films, television shows, and video games. These portrayals, while often dramatized, can raise awareness of the potential for psychological manipulation and influence. However, the fascination with PSYOPs has also fueled conspiracy theories, such as claims that singer Taylor Swift is a government PSYOP designed to influence public opinion. These theories, while often unfounded, reflect a broader societal suspicion of hidden agendas and covert operations. It's essential to approach these claims with a critical eye, distinguishing between legitimate concerns about influence and unsubstantiated conspiracy theories. Media literacy and critical thinking skills are crucial for navigating the complex information landscape and discerning fact from fiction. PSYOPs are a sophisticated military tool with deep historical roots, offering valuable insights into the dynamics of influence and persuasion. While direct involvement in PSYOPs is typically restricted, understanding these tactics is crucial for civilians in an age of information warfare. By developing media literacy skills, recognizing influence attempts, and upholding ethical principles, you can empower yourself to navigate the complex information landscape and make informed decisions. The ability to critically evaluate information, resist manipulation, and engage in constructive dialogue is essential for preserving democratic values and fostering a more informed and engaged citizenry. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the tactics of PSYOPs, you can become a more discerning consumer of information, a more engaged participant in public discourse, and a more resilient defender of your own autonomy. Now that you're equipped with a deeper understanding of PSYOPs, it's time to put your knowledge into action. Enhance your media literacy. Actively seek out diverse sources of information and critically evaluate the messages you encounter. Engage in constructive dialogue. Participate in respectful discussions with others even when you disagree, and challenge misinformation when you see it. Support ethical journalism. Subscribe to reputable news organizations and support their efforts to provide accurate and unbiased reporting. Share this guide. Help others understand the complexities of PSYOPs and empower them to become more informed and discerning citizens. By taking these steps, you can contribute to a more informed, resilient, and democratic society. Don't be a passive recipient of information. Become an active participant in shaping the narrative. The power to resist manipulation and promote truth lies within each of us.